I'm just getting my hands warm through. I've just had a face wash. Somebody thought it would be a good idea to discuss cold water shaving in December. This morning I played golf, it was -2. It's not much warmer now. The water temperature is about 5 degrees. So yeah, really sensible idea to discuss cold water shaving in December. Why not do it in June, you idiot? Right, hey folks, how are you doing? I was just getting my hands warm through there with the coffee. I've just had a cold water face wash. And despite the water temperature being 5 degrees, we're going to make sure it is a full cold water shave by dispensing these into some cold water. So yeah, everybody have a good Christmas. So cold water shaving. There's a couple of websites that discuss cold water shaving in some depth. I'll link to those articles below. The ice doesn't want to come out. Getting there, almost finished. So cold water shaves, great in the summer when it's warm. So obviously the cold water isn't that cold. December, some people cold water shave all the time. And yeah, that's chilly. There's the ice. He says dropping it. Right, I think that qualifies as a cold water shave. What's the difference between warm water and cold water? You have a face wash with warm water, it softens the bristles. Some people say that when you do it with cold water, it hardens the bristles, therefore makes them easier to cut. Soap wise, I don't expect it to work any different from normal. Obviously if you have any cuts, you can't close them with cold water because your face is already cold, so you have to resort to alum or a styptic. So, what we're going to use today, RazoRock Game Changer, 0.84 on a bamboo handle, 3-piece, non-adjustable. In there I'm putting a Gillette stainless red on its second use. For anybody new to the channel, that's how I indicate. Use a Sharpie, just a dot on the wrapper, which tells me how many uses this blade will have had. I marked this one up before I started the face wash, which was a bit chilly. I was going to go ice and menthol today, but I've bottled it. No menthol. I wasn't using cryogen or anything stupid like that, which is a great summer soap to cool you off and make you cry. So there's the blade loaded up in the Game Changer. Then we'll get some heat taken out of the blade. The brush, synthetic, it's a Yaqi 26mm rainbow handle, 4 horsehair. No point getting that wet at the moment, doesn't need to warm through anything. And the soap is Phoenix and Beau Imperial rum. So it's bit of rum, bay, spice and lime. Phoenix and Beau's graphics are excellent. Tallow based soap, made in the UK. There's the ingredients. for you to pause it. I thought if I'm going to go cold, I was going to go menthol. That was my first choice, go menthol. Fucking menthol for doing this. As I say, I don't mind cold water shaving in the warmer months. However, when you hear the ice in the sink and the brush, hey, it's all good fun. So yeah, cold water shaving. If you suffer from irritation, razor burn, cold water shaving can be a benefit. You may well get less irritation or zero irritation and no razor burn. Some people say it's good for that. Me generally, I'm a warm water shaver. I've shaved often enough in the past with cold water. I've even dry shaved in the past because the water's been so cold. It's so I'm getting a load up. So yeah, there's our pros and cons. So if you suffer from irritation, post shave, razor burn, some people say it even stops hairs in growing because instead of the hair being soft, the hair is stiffened due to it being cold. So I'm not going to change the water over for the shave. It's going to be what's in the sink is going to stay in the sink or in the basin. So I did have 3 bags of ice cubes. I left 2 in the freezer. I think one's enough, especially when the cold water came out of 5 degrees on the thermometer. I think that qualifies as a cold water shave. I could have spent 20 minutes regurgitating the contents of those 2 web pages, both of which discuss the pros and cons. It's cold. Probably the biggest con is it's cold on the skin. And people generally don't like being cold. He says with a wood burning stove fired up downstairs with a flue at about 400 degrees. And a cup of coffee. I couldn't actually feel my fingers after the face wash, the pre-shave. See, I was going to use a menthol soap, but I thought I'd use something a bit of spice. A bit of zing, just to give me some recuperation from the chilli factor of this shave. So, everybody have a good Christmas. Ours was quiet. Just the 2 of us. We had a meeting with the family down south through web chat, Google Duo, and yeah, we couldn't be together, but it went okay. We finished all the Christmas Day leftovers yesterday. We only actually used, apart from the venison flank, we only had half of that Christmas Day. My good lady is downstairs making stovies. Another fine Scottish food group. It's not deep fried. It's basically potatoes and meat and gravy mixed together. And it's a good winter warmer. Soap differences, there's none really. The soap was lathered up exactly the same. With cold water as it does with hot. Maybe the scent isn't quite as... Still getting the bay and the spice. So, cold steel, RazoRock game changer with a Gillette red stainless. Move the mirror. I can see now. I would say cut the chilly part, the chilly aspect of cold water shaving, especially during the winter, is the most off-putting. Another advantage is your bathroom doesn't steam up. The drips are quite chilly on the chest, I'll tell you that much. Some people, once they've tried this method, just will stick with it predominantly and just shave with cold water. I generally cold water shave when we're on holiday. I'm doing a yearly holiday to Tenerife, which is quite warm, or warmish anyway. I realise it's not quite hitting the 40s or 50s sort of temperature, but cold water shave out there, it's quite refreshing. Even this isn't that bad actually. The razor's cold. It is cold steel. But shave wise, apart from the water temperature, I'll just put the ice cubes back in. Apart from the water temperature, there's no real difference. And the fact I can't feel my fingers. The new year soon. Everybody will start all the the New Year resolutions of I'm going to get fat, lose weight, stop smoking, stop drinking, all the normal shite. You know what mine is? Survive 2021. That's my resolution. That's the only resolution I'm making. I don't normally make resolutions, because at the time you just end up disappointing yourself. So if I'm not here this time next year, I've died, and you'll realise I didn't make a resolution. But hopefully we'll still be around. Absolutely no differences in performance of the salt. Pardon me. Cold steel is it's chilly on the skin. Almost as chilly as ice cubes in the sink. So yeah, there's still plenty of ice left in there. Warm my hands back up again. There's not a lot left. Quite like the Game Changer. It's a nice, easy to use razor. Shaves pretty well. It's not expensive. This is the 8-4 blade cap. There's different plates available for it should you wish to go for the open comb or the super large one, the jaws I think it's called. We even played one hole, 2 holes ago today in the snow. Snow came coming down the 17th and is that snow? Yep. Then just wipe this out from the last shave, just reopen back up. We had 48 hours growth, in case anybody was wondering. From last shave was Christmas Day. Generally, this is where I fade the video out and fade it back in. I'm not going to bother today. If you don't try this, give it a go. Basically pull the soap from the brush, whack it on your mush and give yourself a face wash with it. I generally get everything cleaned out like the brush, get all the soap from the brush. I'll give that a better clean. I've still got all the ice cubes in the sink. I'll pick out some alum for that wee bit. I'll get the razor cleaned up. Just leave the soap on the face. Get the razor cleaned up and everything else cleaned up, tickety boo. I'll come back and I've got a towel on the face. But today we're not going to bother. There's the soap cleaned up. Back in a tick. That water's cold, I tell you. Obviously, if you're normally a warm water shaver, the cold water helps sort out any weepers. Because it closes the pores up. Because this has been a cold water shave, the blood won't stop, it'll just keep on flowing. There's no pores to close. I've shaved with the pores of the skin closed up thanks to the cold water. It's actually a pretty good shave, despite the water being pretty cold, more so with the ice. That didn't help. Balm. I'm keeping it simple today, using Korres. What's this one? You look for the bit that's not in Greek or German. Korres Light Textures Aftershave Balm. So not the thickest balm you'll ever see. Ginger and ginseng, I think this one is. Ginseng extract, yeah. And obviously the skin's cold, so the balm's not going to dissolve as easy. It's going to sit and it's just going to soak in at its own rate, as opposed to the skin being warm. So there we go, folks, cold water shaving. Would I recommend it? It's worthwhile giving it a try. Say if you get ingrown hairs, razor burn or irritation, try a cold water shave. It may well work for you. They're great in the summer. The only con is the water's cold. Just don't go putting a tube of ice cubes into the water to make it even colder. 'Cause it's not big, it's not clever, it's quite stupid really, but hey, all in the aid of fun. So a quick recap what we used today. RazoRock Game Changer. So it'd be quick. 0.84 blade cap on a bamboo handle. Yaqi 26mm rainbow synthetic brush which lathered up Phoenix and Beau, Imperial rum, bay, spice and lime. I didn't get much of the lime, didn't get more of that when it warms through a bit. And then plenty of Scottish cold water today and some ice cubes, and we polished off with Ginseng Balm, or yeah, Korres Aftershave Balm. So if you have any comments regarding cold water shaving, hints or tips, leave them below. Like I said, there'll be links in the description below to those two web articles that I found that I couldn't be bothered regurgitating. It's all there, it's on the internet already. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.